again. Welcome to the second video in the Sentei series. This time, KANKU DAI. Now, KANKU DAI is a monster, a beast in the Shotokan list of kata. It is a monumental kata because it has very important history. Not only it is the longest kata with the most moves, it has 65 moves, but it also had been a very important part in the development of the Heian kata. So, where does this KANKU DAI come from? In reality, the original name of KANKU DAI is Kushanku. Now, according to history books, karate historical books, back in the 17th century, there are scripts relating to a Chinese person by the name of Ku Shang Chin, who came over to the shores of Okinawa. Some scholars say that he was sent over by the Chinese government in order to facilitate trade between mainland China and Okinawa, also teach Chinese culture, Chinese arts, Chinese philosophy. Some scholars have found different documentations which relate to him coming over to Okinawa because he was shipwrecked. But whatever the real story behind his arrival to Okinawa, what is important to us is that he was also a very famous martial artist, and his stay in Okinawa made a great impact on the development of what we now call karate. So when this person started to teach his type of martial art, one of his students was the famous young student by the name of Tode Sagugawa. Now, some think that Tode was the name of Sagugawa, but in fact Tode in Okinawan means Chinese hand. In fact, before karate became as the name of the martial arts that we are discussing, the original name was Tode. So karate is not the original name, Tode is the original name, and it comes from this most probably the nickname of this Sagugawa person, who was the student now of Kushankchin. When this master died, Sagugawa, in honor of his sensei, devised a pattern form with all the techniques that he was learning. And he called this kata, this pattern, Kushanku. Now this kata, Kushanku, became very popular. And down the line, he was teaching it to his students. Sagugawa taught to Bushi Matsumura. We all heard these names in the previous videos before, because they are important people in the historical development of karate. And so now from Bushi Matsumura down to Itosu, Anko Itosu, who was the sensei of Ginchin Funakoshi. Now, what happened was that Anko Itosu got this kata, Kushanku, and because he found out it was too long, too complex in order to teach, he decided to split the kata into 5 parts and call them the 5 Pinan katas. So now we have Kushanku, the children of Kushanku, which are the 5 Pinan katas, but now enter another different kata, also part of the history in maybe the development of the Pinan katas. This kata, his name is Chanan. Now Chanan has been lost in the historical events, because nobody knows how it was, how it looked like. Nobody knows its history, from where it came from. Most probably all documentation had been destroyed during the Second World War. But if you hear the word Pinan and the kata Chanan, they have very similar sounds. So some scholars now are starting to join up the development of the 5 Pinans, coming from a part from Kushanku and the part from Chanan. Others will say that Chanan is the mother of the 5 Pinans. So when Ginchin Funakoshi went over to mainland Japan to introduce karate in the 1930s, he changed a lot of the Okinawa names to give them a more Japanese name. He changed, for example, the word of Tode into karate. He changed the name of the 5 Pinan katas into the Heian katas, giving them a more Japanese historical value, being the Heian period in historical Japan. He also took our famous kata, Kushanku, and changed it into Kanku. In the Shotokan version, we have 2 types, two various katas of the Kanku kata. The Kanku Dai and the Kanku Sho. Dai being the larger version and Sho being the smaller version. The word, the kanji from Kanku, means kan and ku. So kan in Japanese means to view or to look, and ku means the sky. So the word Kanku means to view the sky. In fact, the first move in the kata of Kanku Dai is the famous triangle going up and stopping a bit at 45-degree angle and viewing the sky through that triangle. So it has also a philosophical meaning. So this was a little bit of the history of Kanku Dai. I know it's a bit of a long history, but it's very important that the karatekas that practice the kata not only understand the moves, but understand also the history of where this kata came from. So without much ado, let's start Kanku Dai. Follow me throughout these 2 video lessons in order to see all the moves performed and explained step by step. Kanku Dai! First technique in Hachichidachi, place the right fingers over the left fingers in a form of triangle and slowly lift up until the triangle is exactly in the center line of your vision. Then continue to rise up with the arms together with the fingers until you are 45-degree angle to the sky. Then extend both arms at Jodan level, elbow extension, and continue the rotation until the right shuto, the right palm does shoot on to the left, and kime. So kime, fast. Last bit is fast. So slowly, rise up, continue with the head, open fast. Then slowly, and kime. The second technique is Koku Tsudachi, swing the arms into Haishu Uke. Haishu Haiwan Uke, and swing the arms, Haishu Haiwan Uke, to the Jodan part. So let us explain Haishu Haiwan Uke. Haishu Haiwan Uke, the block is Jodan. Jodan. So we are using the Haishu part of the arm, of the palm, so that we can block. So block. This one has to be at right angle and also shoulder level. So not low, up. So this block has to be with this arm movement. Not just lift up the shoulder and arrive. It must have what we call a slap. A slap. So slap. Move this side, slap. Slap. So slap Jodan. This arm needs to be a little bit pointing upwards. So when we have Gedan Shutoke, we go both fingers point down. When we have Shuto Uke, we have both fingers Chudan. But when we have Jodan Uke, the fingers must point all up. So they are in coordination with each other. So when we swing the arm from this position, don't lift from there, swing, take it away and swing, and the same, take it away and swing. Koku Tsudachi, slowly tate shutoke, and face the front. Chokutsuki, chuke, chokutsuki, chuke. So this part, if you remember, is exactly similar to the part we have in bas side eye. So we do this block again, tate shutoke. Also do a little bit of nagashi, which helps the block to be better. So tate shutoke, chokutsuki, chuke, chokutsuki, chuke. Then half step, yokogeri keage, and shtoke. This exactly like the part we have in Heian Nidan. So half step, hands on hips, yokogeri keage and urake, either uke or uchi. We discussed this in Heian Nidan. And shtoke. And again we have shtoke koku tsudachi, shtoke koku tsudachi, and then osayuke nukite. And that is the first ki. So again after the yokogeri keage, shtoke koku tsudachi, shtoke koku tsudachi, and then osayuke and nukite. Ai! Nukite center Chudan level. So let us continue the second block of this kata. The second block consists of Shuto and Shuto Jodan, Age Shuto Mawashi Shuto. So this 1, 2 we find exactly like Heian Yondan, Heian number 4. So 1, 2, Heian number 4. Maigeri, rotate Manjiuke. Shuto or Nukite and Nagashi, and then Koshigamai. And repeat, because this is done twice. So, stand Shuto, Maigeri, Manjiuke, Nagashi Shuto, and slowly Koshigamai. So after Koshigamai, we will have Yokogeri Kayage and Tempi. And opposite side. And next, full Shuto, where we have the same 4 found in Heian Shodan and also Heian Nidan. Shuto 45. So 45. And then exactly like the block that we have for the first Kia in Heiani Honda. So shuto shuto. And we have maigeri, osayuke, and otoshi uraken. Uchiuke, step back, and renzuki chudan. And that is the end of the first video lesson, consisting of part 1 of Kanku Dai. Keep on the lookout for the second part of Kanku Dai, which starts from Renzuki and to the end. See you in part 2 of Kanku Dai.